What's up, guys? Welcome back to Jeep TV. I'm Brett, and today we are going to be working on a little bit of the undercarriage of the Jeep. So I got these little Black & Decker metal brushes. Going to put them on the end of the drill. We're going to sand down a lot of the nitty-gritty parts, prime it, and we're going to paint over it black. I'm just going to glance over what it looks like now, and then we'll kind of do a before and after. That way you guys can see what the difference is. But as far as cleanup, I don't think it's going to be too hard. I'm going to hit the bolts and stuff, and I'm going to cover those up with some tape. And then what we'll do is we will blast it with a Rust-Oleum rust preventer, but it's going to be black as well. So yeah, just going to clean up the underside of the Jeep. It's pretty rusty and muddy and dirty because we take it off-road and beat it up. It's been a little bit. I ought to go ahead and grease these up to... You know, this rock crawler kit, you gotta grease everything. So, keeps it nice and lubricated. Looks to me like I need to grease. Grease is coming out. Alright guys, so I am beginning the cleaning process, so I'm using the drill. You know, I've started to try to get this bolt, my front track bar. So I've got as much as I can, and then I got a bolt down there for the steering stabilizer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap and put this other one on here. So there's several different ones that you can get, so that way you can get to everything and clean up the bolts and stuff, get all the rust off, you know. The bolts I'm going to hit with like a clear, and everything else I'm going to hit with black, so it makes it, you know, kind of pop, bring it back to life, and hopefully keep the rust away. So here in the South, I'm really not too worried about too much rust. It's more or less just getting it cleaned up and nice and shiny and black again. So yeah, I'm going to keep working on this, and I'll show you guys the results after. So I was down here cleaning and brushing and stuff. I noticed I've got a little bit of a ding on my stabilizer shock. Poor guy. So what I may need to do is get the Synergy bracket or some sort of bracket to get this up and out of the way, so to be up front instead of down below. Yeah, there's definitely some issues there. For some reason that's turned. I've got like a lot of little stuff I need to look at. There's so much little stuff. I'm just trying to get it there and do some maintenance and figure out what's going on. My front diff. Got a chunk taken out of the front diff. It does have a small leak. I think it's somewhere right in here. But yeah, so this needs to be taken off, stripped down, and sanded. Gotta get a new cover, beefier cover, because I mean, chips and nicks and dings will definitely caused it to leak. Other than that, I mean, everything does look pretty good under here. So just a little bit of service and maintenance goes a long way to keep your Jeep up and going, guys. Alright, so we've got the whole front end done. You know, I actually wanted to go from here forward, cover everything, make everything look as nice as possible, cleaned everything up, took the bristle brush to everything that I possibly could. I did use a Rust-Oleum, and then after that I decided to go ahead and just hit everything with a good clear coat, like all the bolts, so they don't rust back, so that way it keeps a good sheen on them. That's something you can do. I know there's probably gonna be some out there like, why would you do that? Why would you paint that inside of your Jeep? And why would you do this? And blah, 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 blah. Well, because it's actually gonna keep the life of it, you know, a lot better condition for long term. This makes it a lot easier to clean now. When you get the pressure washer on there, when it has a sheen like that on it and the clear coat, the mud's just gonna fall right off. When you have that dull here, like this right here, when you have like this dull stuff right here, mud clings to this. It all just gets stuck on here and it doesn't like to come off. And yes, by the way, I painted this to see what it looked like. What do you think? Just to match the wheels. It's close. I may paint it back. So I actually painted from here back. I did this about a week or so ago. This is the Rust-Oleum. You know, and I did this plate with it as well and hit it with a clear coat. I did all of it myself. I mean, obviously, it'll have to be hit again, you know, later on down the road. This isn't going to stay very, very well. It's not powder coated. But, yeah. Remember, we're giving one of these away. So if you want one of these, go check out my video, like, comment, subscribe on this video with the backplate giveaway. That way you can customize your very own. Let's go check back out the front. Man, the hardest part about this was probably taping up all this stuff. So yeah, very, very easy to do. Just takes a lot of time. You know, gotta take care of your Jeep. My wife came out here and she said, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm crawling at the Jeep. I'm checking everything out." But anyways, guys, this was a lot to do. I mean, it took me a long time to get this far. I used some paper to like get them back behind here. You know, I sanded all these nuts and stuff off just to make sure everything's, you know, able to be serviceable later down the road. There was so much rust corroded on those bolts. What happens is the bolts get really brittle, and as you're trying to work on them and trying to pull them off, the rust will build up and you'll end up breaking your bolt. So that's why I sanded everything down before painting it. So now it's got the Rust-Oleum on there. It's coated. You know, backing paint off is way easier than backing rust off. That's about it. I mean, we're gonna continue to work on this Jeep and redo the underside. Obviously, I left everything here back still nice and pretty and ugly, which is fine. But last but not least, I did straighten up that arm. There's an arm over here that was crooked. the jam nut had come loose somehow. Well, not really somehow, but I mean, it just came loose. So we got this straightened back up again, and I need to grease everything down. So my next thing's going to be to get my grease gun from the shop, grease everything up. That way it stays lubricated and doesn't seize up or break any of those internal parts. Other than that, guys, very, very easy to do. Took me about an hour or so of preparation, covering things up, about an hour of kind of painting, getting two good coats on there, and I just hit it with one easy, quick, clear coat. So yeah, so now everything, hopefully when we go off-roading, the mud will just fall right off. Anyways, guys, we still have a lot to go for the back plate, and I thank you guys so much for, you know, checking my channel out and subscribing, and I can't wait to give it away. So if you guys have any questions or anything, or if y'all want to see anything done to this Jeep, I am going to be getting a bumper. I may be ordering a bumper hopefully tonight. I don't know, I'll surprise you guys. But yes, that's been the biggest thing yet to come, and I can't wait to get it put on. So hopefully I'm going to order tonight, and that'll be my next video, is putting a bumper on this thing. Peace out, take care, keep Jeeping.